Hey, today I'm going to be showing you one of the best ways to acquire legendaries. This is a guaranteed method, as well as I'm going to be showing you a massive elite spawn that is going on right now at a specific dungeon, and it's new from yesterday, so there's more stuff going on. We first want to go over here towards Alzuda. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And we want to head there straight from Kyovashad, which can be located right here, dead center in the middle. Now, first and foremost, I do want to mention that this has nothing to do with dungeons. You are going to be able to grab a guaranteed legendary, or two, maybe even three, and it's quite easy. So once you have arrived over here in this PvP area, you then want to head towards the north, and then go towards the left side here. What you will notice is an event going on. You do want to participate in this and then complete it. Now, if you are doing this solo, it might be a challenge, especially if you are on World Tier 4. If you're on World Tier 3, it should not be that bad. Just something to throw out there, or something to think about when you are trying to do this. One thing to note is that, yeah, this is not going to be the same exact event every time. It might be one where you need to run around and eliminate a group of enemies, and sometimes it may be this where you need to destroy these shack-looking structures. Once you have done so, you can then continue on towards the end, defeat the boss, and then pick up the chest, or the items within the chest, I should say. We're going to then go ahead and grab the items. If your backpack is full, you do not need to worry about messing up anything here, because really, it's going to be okay. You just want to hit T on the keyboard, or if you're on console, it'll be down on the D-pad. This should then teleport you to the nearest town. And now for this part of the clip, I'm not going to edit anything out in terms of cutting it or anything like that, because I want you all to see exactly how this works, so it's not like I'm fooling you guys or pulling your leg or anything like that. So you're going to then obviously exit out of the teleporter like so once you have arrived, and then you just want to make a 180, so turn back around and go straight into the teleporter, and then once you have, you should see that the event has reset itself. Now, what I've noticed for other events, this is not possible where you can instantly turn around and the event is just reset. So I will show the proof of that just in case someone out there is like, no man, it's totally possible. You just don't know what you're doing. No, I'll show you that it definitely does not work. And what you will see here is that we have now picked up a good amount of opals. Now we then want to go back towards the town, and we can of course rinse and repeat this once more so we can gather more of those opals and turn them in. What I'll be doing here is not showing that just yet, because I do want to show you proof that this indeed works once more. So I'll exit outside of the teleporter like so. We can then do a 180 and go straight back into the portal, and you should see that the event has reset itself. You can rinse and repeat this as much as you like, collecting those opals and then turning them in. This is where we are going to pick up our guaranteed legendary. I know that there is a potential chance, of course, because you are turning in those, and yeah, you may not get one all the time, but when you do turn in a good amount, there's a big chance that you may pick up 2 to 3 legendaries. And I will be showing that all within today's video. First, I do want to show you this right here, that I have tried to reset the event, complete it, then I tried to teleport out, and then do a 180, and just, you'll see everything right here. It does not reset itself, so some events will not work. The event that I just showed you a few minutes ago over there at the PvP area, that indeed works every single time. For example, this one that I'm about to show you, when I do enter in back into the teleporter or the portal, you will see that the event is pretty much done for. There's no way for me to reset it. The only way to reset is really just to wait for the game to do it by itself. The method that I just showed you prior will allow you to reset it instantly, therefore giving you a good chance to pick up those opals quickly and efficiently. We then want to locate the nearest purveyor of curiosity in town and go straight up to him and let's purchase something. For example, I will grab these items right here, and I will spam it through. You do want to sell some of the items that you do not want, of course. That's what I'm going to do afterwards. Yet, what you see here is I was able to pick up a legendary. and it seems that you're able to pick up one each time. There is a good chance that you may pick up 2 or 3, it just depends. We are now going to continue on towards a new massive elite spawn that is completely bugged. All credit to Goldie3275 for sharing this information with us. We first want to locate this point of interest on the map, then from there go towards the top, take a left, and then exit outside. You should see all the way towards the left, there's going to be a dungeon as well as a few enemies. Head straight into the dungeon, and I will say that this is most likely going to benefit you if you're on tier 3 to even tier 4. I believe tier 4 is probably going to benefit you the most when it comes down to it, because of course you do gather more XP. So what you see right here at the start of the dungeon is a champion and an elite. If you go up a little bit more, there's going to be a few more elites. As you can tell right here, there's 2, and this is not the broken part yet. This is going to be the broken part right here. This is where I believe it is unintentional. I do not believe that developers meant to add that many elites or this many enemies compacted into one corner. It's kind of funny, yet this is pretty much exploitable because you can repeat this as much as you want. All you need to do is teleport out of the dungeon by either assigning the dungeon to your will, or you can pause the game, go towards the dungeon icon, and leave that way. Whichever one works for you, you can then go back into the teleporter portal, and you should see that the dungeon has reset itself. What I've done in this clip is just briefly go through the dungeons so I can show you what I've acquired when it comes down to legendaries and rares. I was able to pick up a lot of rares and 2 legendaries. We have 2 options here. We can of course scrap it down, salvage, or we can do something and that is sell it, which is what I highly recommend because currency is something that you absolutely need in this game. This method right here, today's video, is going to be definitely an exploit that I'm pretty sure that they were not attending on, but it is possible, and you do want to do this before it is patched. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe now, turn the notifications on, and if you have any questions, leave them down below and I will try to reply back. Most importantly, thank you all for staying subscribed and turning on those notifications. It means a lot to me, and if you have turned on those notifications, let me know. So yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. What I've done in this clip is just briefly go through the dungeons so I can show you what I've acquired when it comes down to legendaries and rares. I was able to pick up a lot of rares and 2 legendaries. We have 2 options here. We can of course scrap it down, salvage, or we can do something and that is sell it, which is what I highly recommend because currency is something that you absolutely need in this game. And sure, you definitely do need material as well, yet currency is something that you do not want to miss out on, so collect as much as you can when it comes down to gold. And last but not least, if you do want to use that first method that I just showed at the beginning of the video, you can do that early game. As you can see, I'm at a level 30 character here. I was at level 20 until I leveled them up 10 levels within like an hour or so. I think it was actually less than that. But what you can see here is I'm picking up a bunch of items, so try it out. Try out everything you see in this video before it is nerfed or eventually patched. This method right here, today's video, is going to be definitely an exploit that I'm pretty sure that they were not attending on, but it is possible, and you do want to do this before it is patched. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe now, turn the notifications on, and if you have any questions, leave them down below and I will try to reply back. Most importantly, thank you all for staying subscribed and turning on those notifications. It means a lot to me, and if you have turned on those notifications, let me know. So yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.